Hi, I'm Donald Venes. I'm the medical editor of the new 25th edition of Tabor's Cyclopedic Medical Dictionary. I want to explain why, in an era of generative AI, educators should adopt Tabor's and why nursing and health science students should read Tabor's. Why shouldn't we just trust AI and use that instead? Well, here are a couple of reasons. Imagine this: the wiring in your house fails. You need an electrician. You call, the electrician comes and knocks at the door. What's her name? That's right. What's her name? If you're generative AI, you'd get this wrong. You might answer Hakeem or Carlos or Fred, but you wouldn't say Alexandra, because searching through a list of 10,000 electricians' names, AI would find 97.1% of them would be male. So AI will tell you that all electricians are men. AI's training sets have a backward-looking bias. Their output is all based on the past, not the present, and certainly not the future. Tabor's doesn't have that bias. Tabor's has a forward-looking human heart. Tabor's knows that electricians can be women, that nurses can be men, humans live in the present and can see what lies just ahead of them. AI is not actually intelligent. AI is just a machine that generates responses based on information that humans have trained it on, and sometimes that information is just plain wrong. In technical speak, incorrect or misleading information from an AI machine is called a hallucination. AI is providing you with information based on unknown and unverified search results, and it does this a truly surprising amount of the time. According to Tabor's, the medical definition of a hallucination is a false perception having no relation to reality and not accounted for by any exterior stimuli. Both definitions identify a hallucination as providing false information, and that's why context is so important. Context is the most important reason why Tabor's beats AI. If you look up a term in AI, all you see is that term. You've landed on an island where your result is isolated. There is no context. You don't know where the answer came from and how it might relate to something else. And by the way, is the source credible? And is the result biased in any way? If you open up an actual copy of Tabor's and look up a term, you see and learn more. Try this for yourself. Open Tabor's and look up, for example, neurofibromatosis. There it is, right next to terms like neurogenic and neurology. When you open Tabor's, you open a world of relationships. You move off the island. You see what's around you, and because of that, you develop. You grow smarter. Well, I could go on, but I want to emphasize this. AI is amazing. Technology is wonderful, but it's early days. AI is improving all the time. However, it still needs the support of engineers tinkering with it in the background to avoid giving us misleading or simply wrong results. As healthcare professionals, we know hallucinations are generally an unwelcome symptom. And as researchers using technology, the same is true. Tabor's is constantly being updated and improved too. You may or may not know this, but Tabor's is no longer just a printed book that's updated every 4 years. Medical information is always evolving, and for that reason, Tabor's also now lives digitally on Davis Nursing Consult. It's updated quarterly, so you always have the most up-to-date information. If you prefer a book or ebook version, the 25th edition is here now, ready to go, with thousands of new definitions and updates and tons of context. Either way, Tabor's will augment your intelligence now, and it'll do that organically. There's nothing artificial about it. I invite you to request a digital copy today to see what you think.